Yesterday evening, what began as a routine ferry ride to the iconic Elephanta Caves turned into a tragedy that shook Mumbai. The ferry, carrying over 50 passengers, was making its way from the gateway of India to Elephanta Island when disaster struck. Out of nowhere, a speeding Navy boat collided with the ferry, throwing the passengers out of their seats, and some fell into the Arabian Sea. The collision was devastating. The ferry tilted dangerously upon impact, leaving people struggling to hold on. Now, few people clung to the ferry's sides, screaming for help. Families were torn apart in the chaos. The mothers desperately calling out for their children, the friends searching for their loved ones. And in this, the rescue operations were swift but heartbreaking. The Indian Coast Guard, known for their expertise in safeguarding India's maritime boundaries, was the first to arrive. Now, alongside them were the Central Industrial Security Force (CISF), tasked with protecting critical infrastructure like ports and local fishermen, who became heroes of the hour. Now, these brave rescuers worked tirelessly, diving into the waters to save lives. Survivors recounted the terror of being submerged in the cold, dark sea. Now, among these stories of despair, there were small glimmers of hope. One such story was of a young boy no older than 10 years found floating on a piece of debris. His cries were heard by the rescuers who pulled him to safety. Now, for his family and the rescuers, this was a moment of relief amidst the overwhelming tragedy. Initial reports suggest that the Navy boat, Speedboat, may have lost control due to the mechanical failure or human error. The eyewitnesses noted that the speedboat was moving too fast for the crowded waters near the coast. The Navy has launched an investigation to determine the exact cause of the collision. This tragic incident has left Mumbai in total grief. At least 11 lives were confirmed lost and several others remain unaccounted for. The emotional and psychological scars will remain long after the physical injuries heal. The accident has raised critical questions about maritime safety. How could such a collision occur in waters as closely monitored as those near Mumbai's bustling harbour? Are safety protocols being enforced rigorously enough? Now, to prevent such tragedies in the future, several measures are needed. Stricter regulations on vessel speed and movement in crowded maritime zones must be enforced. Routine maintenance and safety checks on all boats, especially high-speed boats like Navy vessels, should be mandatory. Emergency preparedness, including more rescue equipment and trained personnel on ferries, must be prioritized. Awareness campaigns can also educate passengers on safety procedures during emergencies. The Arabian Sea has long been a lifeline for Mumbai, symbolizing hope, livelihood, and escape. It should remain a place of joy and wonder, not one of fear and sorrow. This tragedy is a reminder that safety can never be taken lightly and urgent action is needed to protect the lives at sea.